Hey everybody, Sarah Pacaro here, and I am going to share with you today 3 of the biggest lies that all of us believe. Like every person, man, woman, every person on this planet always believes 3 lies. The first one is that something outside of you is going to fix you. Hands down, biggest lie ever. That if you get a relationship, they will love you and they will fix you. If you get a new job, that will make you happy. If you have a baby, start a family, that will make you happy. All of those things and events are outside of you. And that's the biggest lie that all of us believe. I believed it too. I believed that when I got into a different relationship after my marriage ended, that would make me happy and that would make me feel that I'm enough and that would make me better. So that was something outside of me looking for another relationship when my marriage failed, and it was with a very, very unhealthy, toxic person. And guess what? I simply ended up attracting another narcissist, one that was 20 times worse. So biggest lie that we believe, number 1, is that something outside of us is going to fix us. That's why so many of us will run out there and start these self-help programs, buy self-help books, and go to counselors, go to therapists. And guess what? Many of us will spend years and years in therapy, hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but thousands of dollars. Most of the clients that I see have been seeing a therapist since they were little, and they're paying $100 to $120 a week. And you have to go every week, and you have to talk about your problems and how they make you feel. Well, they make you feel like shit. That's why you're there. You're not there to talk about how bad you feel. You're there for solutions. And oftentimes you don't find them. That's why you end up going back, because you're looking for something outside of you to fix you, because you believe that the answer is outside of you. So lie number 1. Lie number 2 is that someone else other than you can come along and fix you. This ties into number 1, and a lot of that's why we look for different relationships. That's why we, say, well, it didn't work out with this person. He was an asshole. He was a narcissist. I'm, gonna date and find somebody else. And we get so caught up in that. And we think that someone else can come along and fix us. Again, tying into lie number 1, someone outside of us. That's why I thought when my relationship and marriage ended with my ex, I would just go get another boyfriend. Hopped online, started swiping, started, dating another narcissist. Boom, love bombing happened again. And here I was, a year and a half later, pregnant. And then I was actually happy though. I wanted a family. He knew all of that. That's the gaslighting and the trauma bonding that comes in, because he knew, and I just did a video about future faking. He knew that I wanted to be happily married and I wanted a family. And I was really happy when I got pregnant, although I knew it was like with a horrible person. We ended up splitting up and I left him when I was 5 months because he was an alcoholic. That's a whole nother story. But that ties into the second lie, that something will come along and fix me and make me happy. Second biggest lie that we all believe, and I thought that having a baby would fix me and make me just so, and she's amazing and I love being a mom, but she did not fix me. I had to fix me. So lie number 3, what we currently believe about ourselves is not us. We develop these beliefs when we're young, when we're small children. We develop and take on these beliefs from our family, from things that we hear. Our parents say, our friends say, our caregivers, our teachers, our siblings. We develop and hold on to these beliefs, and they become embedded in us. Children are meaning-making machines. If you have a child, they're constantly asking, why? And it gets annoying. We know that. But if you think about it, they're trying to make meaning of all this stuff. They're thinking, why? Because I don't understand. That doesn't make sense to me. So the question why is because they're trying to make this meaning of it. And that's what children do. That's what you did as a child. That's what I did as a child. So lie number 3 is that these beliefs, when someone tells us why, and we ask why, and then they tell us whether it's true or not, we believe it because we're trying to make meaning of our world around us. And then this becomes a belief that as a child we hold on to and we carry throughout our lives. And these are the same beliefs that we have now 20, 30, 40, 50 years later. these beliefs that we acquired as a child from somebody else's explanation when we were small and young and asking, well, why? Our mind was trying to understand, and now that's this belief that we held on to. And a lot of times, a lot of us who've experienced trauma, specifically bad relationships, like in my experience, I did not believe that I was enough. I did not believe that I was worthy and deserving of love or happiness. It was like, that's just the way it is. And what I saw my parents go through, what I saw friends' parents go through, and all these meanings that I made and beliefs that I formed when I was a child, guess what? They showed up in lie number 1 and 2, that someone else outside of me and something out there was going to fix me. That's how we get caught up in these really bad relationships, toxic relationships, relationships with narcissists. We develop these beliefs that we're not good enough, that what we want is not available to us. So no one loves me, I don't have the right to be heard, I can't speak my voice or my opinion, and someone's going to belittle me, pull me down. The only way to get rid of those lies, to shatter, smash, erase, eradicate them, and to let go and cut off from those beliefs that we develop from believing lie number 3, is to get to the root cause of it. This is like having a garden or a yard and there's weeds in it. You go out and you take the top part of the weed off, it's going to be gone for a little bit. And this is what traditional therapy does. It kind of takes that weed, but guess what? The roots are still there. So this problem is going to come back because you have not gotten all the roots out. That's exactly what rapid transformational therapy does. I get a lot of questions about what is RTT. That's exactly what it does. It rips the entire root out and shatters, smashes, erases, eradicates these 3 lies that something outside of you is going to fix you. Nothing outside of you will fix you. Only you can fix you. You have to go inside of you and find out where lie number 3 came into play, what you were believing as a child, those beliefs that you held on to and formed when you were asking why and trying to figure out how this world works. Obviously, it's a crazy world we live in. Just wanted to share these 3 lies with you, and the most effective and fastest way to get rid of these lies and these beliefs and really start living and loving the life that you are meant to, tapping into you, who you are inside of you, and finding out those experiences that happened to you that caused you to believe these 3 lies. So I hope this helped you guys. My website is up. It's www.re-right-your-life. It explains more about rapid transformational therapy there. And if you are ready, if you're out of this toxic and unhealthy relationship, ready to tap into your truth and stop believing these 3 lies that are running and ruining your life, please go check that out. And you can click on book a call there. We can set up a 45-minute call. There is no cost for it. I get asked that a lot. What does the call cost? There is no cost. Obviously, if we decided to start working together, there would be, but we go over all of that in that call as well. So wanted to share these 3 lies with you and hopefully help you tap into your truth. Thank you guys, and I will look forward to connecting with you. Like I said, you can go to my website, you can click on book a call. There is no cost for that. Love you guys. Thank you again, as always, for tuning in.